The Monetary Policy Committee of the Reserve Bank of India kept the repo rate unchanged at 4% on expected line for the 9th straight policy meeting on Wednesday. It also maintained an accommodative stance and ensured enough liquidity support amid the threat surrounding Omicron coronavirus variant. In his policy statement, RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das said that given the slack in the economy and the ongoing catching up of activity, which is still below its pre-pandemic levels, continued policy support is warranted for a durable and broad-based recovery. He also said the MPC regarded the accentuation of headwinds emanating from global developments as the main risk to the domestic outlook. And even though the Indian economy is relatively well positioned on the path of recovery, it cannot be immune to global spillovers, Das said. Overall, the RBI maintained its FY 2022 GDP projection at 9.5% and inflation projection at 5.3%. Let's go to Madan Sabnavis, Chief Economist at CARE Ratings, to understand what these measures mean for the economy.
GDP, as you all know, has recovered significantly in Q2, and the impression we got was that the economy is really on a roll and things are going to look very much positive. But given the fact that the RBI has maintained an accommodative stance, meaning thereby that they will continue to supply liquidity and ensure that rates don't go up until such time they're convinced about growth, does give the indication that we still need to be a bit cautious about how growth will pan out for the rest of the year. And this is understandable given the fact that we have the Omicron fear and we're not quite sure as to what kind of action could be taken by the government on this. On inflation, I think the view has been that there won't be any change in the overall estimate for the year, but definitely there is a lot of caution being exercised about how inflation will look like in the coming months. And the fear is more on the non-fuel, non-food side. And I think that is the real startling part of inflation, because what we have seen is that services in particular, so recreation, health, education, inflation out here has actually been going up, which is a major concern, because once these prices go up, it's very unlikely that they would be reversed and we would be living with higher inflation for some time. Finally, I think on liquidity, the RBI has taken the view that it will continue to absorb more liquidity, more funds of the banks through the variable reverse repo rate auctions, which are being held. And these quantities are also being increased. So that will probably help banks earn a little more. But we should not be interpreting these reverse rate, the variable rate reverse repo auctions as being a measure to suck out liquidity. It's more a kind of an accommodation which is being provided to banks.
For Oradeep Nandi, who is the India economist and vice president at Nomura, RBI's latest policy announcement showed that the economic growth is gaining traction, but it still needs policy support. He says, while the RBI is likely to continue remaining behind the curve for now, the upside risks on inflation make an inflection in monetary policy trajectory inevitable. He sees a 100 BP policy rate hike in 2022. Post the announcement, benchmark indices vaulted nearly 2%, with all the sectoral indices ending the day with a bullish bias. The BSE Sensex index printed 1,016 points to end at 58,650. The NSE Nifty, on the other hand, reclaimed the 17,450 mark and settled at 17,469, up to 93 points. Among rate-sensitive sectors, the Nifty Bank and auto indices gained up to 2.5%, while the Nifty Realty Index climbed 1.7%. Individual shares, meanwhile, rallied up to 4% on the BSE. So will the rate sensitives see more upside in days ahead? We have with us Business Standard's Avdut Bakkar to do a quick chart check. Listen in.
With the RBI keeping the interest rate unchanged, the related stocks may drive attention of several market participants. Stocks like SBI, which is constantly defending 100 DMA, and HDFC Bank, which has an inverse head and shoulder breakout, both these stocks could easily see a jump of 10% in coming sessions. SBI may lead towards 540 and HDFC Bank towards 1700 levels. Also, Union Bank, which is in a Nifty mid-cap segment, is witnessing positive momentum on MACD parameter and may surge another 9% to 51 levels.
Among other financials, Manappuram Finance can rally 7% to Rs 190 levels, with DLF from the Realty Pack can jump 9% to Rs 431, while DLF from the Realty Pack can jump 9% to Rs 431. Now, with a major event behind us, equities will yet again track global cues for further market direction. Weekly F&O expiry, stock-specific action and primary market activity will also guide the investment sentiment on Thursday. Today is the last day to apply for RateGain's initial public offer. So far, the issue has been subscribed over 60%, backed by strong retail interest. That apart, the IPO of Shriram Properties will enter its second day today. The 600 crore rupees public offer nearly sailed through on the first day of the issue. Lastly, CE Info Systems, which operates MapMyIndia, will hit the primary market today. The price band for the initial stake sale has been fixed at 1,000 to 1,033 rupees. The issue is open for subscription till December 13.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.